Hi everybody, today we're going to read Lola Plants a Garden by Anna McQueen and illustrated. The person who drew the pictures, Rosalind Beardshaw. Lola Plants a Garden. What do you guys see on the cover of this book? I see a girl. I think this must be Lola. And I see that she is sitting next to, I think, a garden. So I think I see little sprouts over here, and I see some grass. So I think she is helping grow a garden because her title says Lola Plants a Garden. So I think maybe this is Lola's garden, and I think she might have planted some seeds. I wonder what she's gonna grow. Is she going to grow what is she gonna grow in her garden? Is she gonna grow flowers? Is she gonna grow fruits? Is she gonna grow vegetables? Let's see. Let's read and find out. Lola plants a garden. Lola loves her book of garden poems. Her favorite poem is the one about Mary, Mary. Lola wants to plant a garden. Mommy says there is room near the vegetables. So this is Lola, and this is Lola's mom. So this is Lola, and this is Lola's mom. And Lola loves her book of garden poems. So this is her book of garden poems. And her favorite poem is the one about Mary, Mary. So her favorite poem is about Mary, Mary. And Lola wants to plant a garden. Mommy says there is room near the vegetables. So Lola wants to plant a garden. And Mommy says there's room near the vegetables. So that means that she already has a garden and there's some things in the garden. And the mom said there's room near the vegetables. So that tells us that there are vegetables in Lola's garden. So I wonder what else Lola wants to plant. So far her garden has vegetables. So I wonder what else Lola is going to add to her garden. Let's see. Lola gets books about gardens from the library. She chooses her favorite flowers from the books. Mommy makes a list. So look, this is Lola. So Lola gets books about gardens from the library. So Lola is getting books from the library, and these books are about flowers. These books are about flowers. So these books in the library are about flowers. So she went to the library to get books about flowers. So in the library you get books about things you want to learn more about. So Lola wants to learn more about flowers. So Lola chooses her favorite flowers from the books. So Lola chooses her favorite flowers from the book. So she's looking through the book and she's choosing her favorite flowers. And her mom is making a list of all her favorite flowers. So I wonder, why is her mom making a list of all the flowers that Lola points to? Maybe Lola's mom is gonna get seeds of Lola's favorite flowers. Let's see. They go to the garden store to buy seeds. So look, they go to the garden store and buy seeds. So Lola has a little bag with seeds in it. So what is Lola gonna do next? What do you guys think she's gonna do next? So she has the seeds now. What is she gonna do next? Where is she gonna put the seeds? Let's see. What do you guys think? Lola and Mommy make the garden. The seed packets mark where the flowers are planted. Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. So look. So Lola and Mommy make a garden. So Lola and her mommy are making a garden. And then the seed packets, these are seed packets. And they mark where the flowers are planted. So these over here, these pictures tell us where each flower is planted. So over here, Lola knows that these are gonna be yellow flowers. Over here, this is gonna be the pink flower. So these seed packets mark where each flower is. They tell us where each flower is. If Lola didn't have those seed packets, she wouldn't know where each flower is. So these help us to show where we planted each seed. It helps us show where we planted each seed. So now Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. So look, when you plant a seed, so look, this is the soil. So Lola put the seeds inside the soil. So she dug up the soil, she put the seeds in, and then she covered the seeds. So this is the soil. So look, it takes time for seeds to grow. So look, now once you plant a seed, and then she added water. So then you have to add water, remember? Plants need water to grow. So then Lola has to wait patiently because it takes time for flowers to grow. They don't grow in one day. It takes time for plants to grow. So Lola has to be very patient. Lola has to be very patient. She has to wait. So let's see what happens next. Let's see. Lola makes her own flower book while she waits. Mommy types the Mary Mary poem and Lola glues it in. So look, while Lola waits, she's making her own flower book. So look, this is her own flower book. So while Lola waits, she makes her own flower book. So she has a flower book with different types of flowers in it. So this is Lola's flower book. And then Mommy types the Mary Mary poem and Lola glues it in. So look, so Lola's mom is typing the Mary Mary poem and glues it in. Remember, Lola in the beginning of the book, she was reading her favorite book, and her favorite book has poems in it. So I think the Mary Mary poem must be Lola's favorite. So her mom is typing the Mary Mary poem, and Lola's gonna put it in her book. And look, these are all Lola's flowers. She has a pink flower, she has 2 yellow flowers, and I think she's cutting another pink flower. And I see a little small blue flower. So this is going to be Lola's flower book with her different flowers in it. So let's see what happens next. Let's see if Lola's flowers grew. Maybe Lola's flowers grew. Let's see. Lola makes a string of bells. She finds shells and some old beads. She even makes a little Mary Mary. So look. So Lola makes a string of bells. So she's making a string of bells. And she finds shells and some old beads. So she finds shells. Look, I see 1, 2, 3. 3 shells and some old beads. So look, I see some green beads over here. The shells and some old green beads. And Lola makes a little Mary Mary. So this is Lola's Mary Mary. This is Lola's Mary Mary doll. So Lola made a Mary Mary doll. Her favorite poem is Mary Mary, so she made a doll too. So let's see what else Lola's gonna do while she waits for her plants to grow. Or did the seeds grow? Let's see. One day, Lola sees tiny green shoots. She pulls up weeds so the shoots can grow. So look, now the seeds grew a little. So look, we see teeny green shoots. So look, we see teeny green shoots. Look. And then she's pulling out the weeds. Weeds are not good to be near the plants because the weeds don't let the plant grow. So you have to remove weeds from your garden. If you see weeds, you have to remove them. So Lola is removing the weeds from the garden so the plant can grow big and strong. So far it's very little. So Lola's plants have so much growing to do. So let's see what Lola's gonna do next. Let's see, is she gonna plant more flowers in her garden? Or is she gonna wait patiently for her flowers to grow? Let's see. Lola's flowers grew bigger. Lola's flowers grow bigger. They open up to the sun. So look how big Lola's flowers are now. Before, Lola's flowers were small and tiny. Now, Lola's flowers are so tall, they're even taller than Lola. Have you guys seen flowers this tall? I sure haven't. And look, Lola's standing next to the flower, and the flowers are taller than Lola. So these are big flowers. So I wonder what Lola's gonna do next. Is she gonna plant more flowers? Is she going to enjoy her flowers? Let's see. Let's see what she does next. But look, then here we see also some smaller pink flowers. So look, the yellow flowers are taller and bigger than the pink flowers. So let's see what Lola does next. Let's see. What do you guys think Lola's gonna do next? What do you guys think Lola's gonna do next? Let's see. Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells. Lola finds Mary Mary a special spot. It's just perfect. So look. So Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells. So look, Lola wants to hang shiny bells in her garden. So look, her dad is helping her hang her shiny bells. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 10 shiny bells. So Lola wants to hang shiny bells in her garden. So look, I see so many more flowers in her garden. I see pink flowers, I see purple flowers, I see white flowers, I see red flowers, I see orange flowers. I see so many more flowers in her garden now. There's so many flowers in Lola's garden now. And then Lola finds a special spot. Lola finds Mary Mary's special spot. I see where Mary Mary is. Can you? Mary Mary is right over here. So Lola put Mary Mary right over here while she hangs up her bells. I wonder what else Lola's gonna do. I wonder, is Lola gonna add more flowers to her garden? Is Lola going to plant fruits or vegetables? Let's see what Lola does next. Orla, Ben, and Ty are coming to see Lola's garden. Lola and Mommy make cupcakes. Lola wears her flower shirt. Mommy helps Lola with her hair. So look, so Orla, Ben, and Ty, those must be Lola's friends. And they're coming to see the garden. So Lola's friends are coming to see the garden. So Lola and her mom are making cupcakes. So look, Lola is helping her mom make cupcakes. So she wants to give cupcakes to her friends when they come. And Lola wears her flower shirt. Look, she wears her flower shirt and her mom makes her hair. So now Lola is ready for her friends to come. So let's see what happens next. Lola's friends love everything about her garden. They share the crunchy peas and sweet strawberries that Mommy grew. So look, these are Lola's friends. And look, Lola's garden has fruits and vegetables in it. So look, so Lola is eating the peas. So Lola's taking the peas out of the pea pod. And here, Lola's two friends are eating strawberries. Look, they're eating strawberries, the red strawberries. So her friends love the garden and they're enjoying the food that is grown in the garden. The vegetables and the fruit that they're growing in the garden. Strawberries and peas. So I wonder what they're gonna do next. I wonder what Lola's gonna do next. I wonder if Lola's gonna add more vegetables or fruit or flowers to her garden. Let's see. Let's see what Lola does next. Let's see. Then Lola makes up a story about Mary Mary. What kind of garden will Lola plant next? So look, now they're done eating their fruits. I think they have cups here and the cupcakes. So Lola is making up a story. Lola's telling her friends a story. She's telling her friends a story about Mary Mary. So her friends are listening to Lola tell her story. And look, they're all watching Lola tell her story. They're all listening to Lola. And they all seem happy. They have smiles on their faces. And then they're going to eat their cupcakes. And they're having so much fun outside in Lola's garden. And look, we see different flowers. I see pink, I see white, I see purple. So many different types of flowers. So here we have the Mary Mary poem. Mary Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With sliver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. And over here we have another poem. Lola, Lola, extraordinary, how does your garden grow? With flower seeds and shells and beds and happy friends all in a row. The end.